All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It is the world's first and only dark skin activist, Rashida Strober. I am the creator, the inventor, the designer, the architect, the inventor of the very first platform in history for dark skin, known as dark skin activism. Before anybody talked about dark skin or colorism online, I created this platform called Dark Skin Activism in 1998, and Black people simply didn't care. They didn't care about the atrocities and the discriminations that dark skinned people faced, but I did. And dark skin activism is rooted and grounded in the burning question and the burning desire that I had to find out why was I being treated differently for having dark skin and nappy hair. And in prior to 1998, and y'all, by the way, let me stop. I'm on my way to Orlando, Florida. I'm taking Lauren for her birthday. I'm taking her to SeaWorld. Yes, and I'm also taking my brother Jerry. He's coming along with us. So Lauren is actually sitting in the back seat doing her Kumon work. It's like a math program that she goes to. And she's just, while we're riding along, she's doing her Kumon work. And Jerry over here, nice and quiet, chilling. My brother Jerry, I love my brother Jerry very much. He's been there for me in a lot of things. And I want to say I appreciate Jerry. Jerry know I've been a dark skin activist. He knows. Fix up my scarf here, y'all, real quick. So, yeah, I'm on my way to Orlando to SeaWorld, about to take my baby and show her a good time. Anyway, so dark skin activism, the root of it started with the burning question that I had as to why was I being treated differently for being dark skinned. And real quick, if y'all hear that GPS, that's giving me directions to SeaWorld. That's what that is in the background. So I started in my family trying to answer the question.
In a quarter mile, merge onto I-275 North.
And they didn't want to answer the question. They didn't want to be bothered. They didn't want to deal with the issues that I was facing as a dark-skinned young lady. They did not want to deal with it. They did not want to have anything to do with it, y'all. So what I started to do is I started to extend, give me 1 second here. Sorry about the bad camera work. I am driving, y'all.
North for 19 miles.
What I started to do is I started to extend the question out to the larger community. And I got an opportunity in 1998 to speak about dark skin, or actually about anything that I wanted to speak about. Actually, it was anything that I wanted to speak about. And I chose to finally deal with this issue of dark skin discrimination because I was looking for somebody to talk about dark skin. I was looking for somebody to talk about colorism, and there was nobody that did it. And so I became the change that I wanted to see. And that is a slogan. I'm big on giving people credit for what they created. I became the change that I wanted to see, and that's a slogan that I get from Barack Obama's campaigns. Become the change you want to see. And that's the birth of dark skin activism. I got an opportunity to speak at St. Petersburg College during Harambe African American History Month, and I tore into it, and that gave birth to the very first platform ever created in history to deal with the specific and unique discriminations that dark skinned people face. And I tell you, Black people did not want to address it at all. And I know the only other person that ever addressed this before there was a social media was Cola Booth. That's it. That's the only person that I will ever give credit to. So that is the birth of dark skin activism. Also, real quick, I want to let y'all know that as an extension, and this all ties in together because Randy SoCal is attacking dark skin activism in all of its tenets, in all of its components. And that's why I give y'all the history, and so that you can completely understand what dark skin activism is. So what I decided to do, because I am an actor, I am an artist, I am a performer, I am a writer, I decided to take my God-given talents and intertwine it with dark skin activism. And it became dark skin activism, okay? And it is a unique brand that has never been done before. Never. No one's ever done what I have done. I'm the first artist, the first actress, the first writer, the first playwright, the first author, the first social commentator to ever focus my work laser sharp on dark skin, colorism, darkism. No one's done this before me. It was unheard of because Black people simply did not give a damn. They didn't care. They didn't care what dark skinned people was going through. They didn't care. And so I began to intertwine the performing arts and my other talents with what I felt the most strongly about, which is dark skin and colorism. And that's what dark skin activism is. Its aims and its goals is also rooted in the fact that I always wanted to be beautiful to Black men. That's another part of it. It's rooted and grounded in that because coming up as a dark skinned girl and going to school, Black men they didn't really see me as beautiful, and I did not like that. And again, that was a burning question as to why. It's always this burning question as to why. And so, good morning, everybody. I want to say good morning to everybody that's watching. Thank y'all for tuning in this morning. I appreciate y'all. So make sure y'all like the video. Make sure y'all share the video. So that's another portion of dark skin activism and how it got started. Because like I said, dark skin activism is rooted and grounded also in a love for Black men and the Black man's acceptance. And I will never, ever, 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 ever depart from that original goal. So I began to do darkism talks in the community. I began to write plays, books that all focus on dark skin. The first person to ever do this. No one's done this before me. And in 2006, I started what's called the Dark Skin Activist Tour, which features my shows about only dark skin. Again, the first person to ever do this. No one's done this before me. Original. And the Dark Skin Activist Tour is simply my plays about dark skin and me giving darkism talks, which I have been doing, again, since 2006. So right now, just to update you guys, I am putting together a show on the Dark Skin Activist Tour, and I'm going to continue to do this work no matter what people say about me. People could, because Randy SoCal, you are a hater. Make no mistake about it. You are a hater. You are apparently jealous. But I started this, and I'm not going to ever stop. This is my legacy. This is what I do. So right now, guys, I'm putting together the Dark Skin Activist Tour, another show, and I'm an independent self-producing artist. I just left Atlanta on yesterday. The purpose was to find a venue, and I looked at 2 venues in Atlanta. I keep forgetting the name, but I did a live and showed you guys the venue. Okay, so I looked at 2 venues in Atlanta, and I'm raising funds. One of the venues is $1,000. The other venue, they want $1,250. And right now, I'm still like going back and forth in negotiations with them to lock in the venue. But the bottom line is, I'm always in need of funding to produce my shows. And Randy SoCal, apparently you're jealous and you have so much negativity to say, but you can't stop me. Because I'm not going to stop. This is what God put me on earth to do. And this is what I've been doing before social media. I've been doing this before. Y'all got to understand, I've been doing this before there was a social media. I am the original dark skin activist. So for you to think that I'm going to stop doing what I'm doing is insane. It doesn't make any sense. So yesterday, like I said, I just got back from Atlanta and I looked at 2 venues. Studio X was one. And I showed you guys the other venue, and I'm looking to raise about $1,000 is what I need to book that venue, and I have to give them at least half of that to hold it and put it in place. The tentative date that the show is going to go down once I lock everything in is June 27th, which is a Saturday, and I'm raising funds to produce my show. So the venue cost is one of the production costs. I have to pay for the venue, I have to pay for the travel, I have to pay for the tech, and I have to pay for the marketing, and I also have to pay for the live stream. So that's another expense that I have is the live streaming expense, because what's going to happen is anyone anywhere in the world, even if you are not in Atlanta, you can still watch the show once I put the live stream together. But that does cost me money. It's not, listen, y'all, this stuff is not free. I have to raise these funds. So I would appreciate those of you that really support what I'm doing and you understand and you know what it is. You know that I have produced show after show. That's another thing. I'm not one of them YouTubers that came on here and lied. People know that I produce my shows. People know I was on the first Atlanta Black Theater Festival, the first Atlanta Black Theater Festival. Shout out to Tony Henson. I've been on the DC Black Theater Festival. I produced my show at the University of South Florida. I produced a show in Arizona. I continue to produce, but it costs me money. And that's why I'm always on here raising funds. So for Randy SoCal, for you to come and say, he called me a race hustler. So I guess anybody that comes to the public or to their supporters and say, listen, I'm trying to produce this or put together whatever event they're trying to put together that costs money, that comes to the people. And mind you, a person that has a record of actually producing. I am not the YouTuber that comes on here and say to y'all, I need money for this, and you don't see a show. People watching me right now know that I have produced my shows. That's one thing about me. I do not lie. Tell you I'm gonna get something done, it's gonna get done. That's why when I deal with these venues, I always deal with contracts. You have to sign contracts with them and give them a deposit to lock in the date so that it's secured. Okay. And everything I do, I deal ethically, morally, and I deal with contracts. And if I tell you I'm going to do something, it gets done. And I have a proven track record of producing shows. Everybody that's watching this, if you are honest, you know it. I have a proven track record of actually writing my books. They're on Amazon and my website because I am the dark skin activist and I created this lane, and that's a fact. No one can ever deny that or try to take that away from me. If you do, you're lying. You're like Randy SoCal. You're just jealous and you're a crab in the barrel and you're not being honest. It's about being honest. I don't need for you to like me to be honest. So those of you that want to support my work right now, my main goal is to lock in this venue. And I am in need of at least $1,000 to fully lock it in, even though half of the $1,000 would secure the venue because I would give them half. But the total cost of the venue is $1,000. And this is verifiable. That's another thing. You can contact the venue. Studio X is owned by a person named Steve. I've been conversing with him via text for the last 2 days, and you can talk to him and say, is there a person named Rashida Strober that wants to come and do a show there on June 27th, and ask him how much, and he'll tell you. This is how transparent I am. I don't have to fucking lie about nothing that I do. I don't have to lie. And that's why I think a lot of people are intimidated and jealous because they know that I actually produce. I actually have the credibility. I have the books. I have the plays. They know I produce. A lot of people talk. They do this. But they know that Rashida Strober will actually produce. And it's hard. This is not easy. This is not easy. I had to get in my car, drive to Atlanta, spend gas, spend time, all that. This is not for the faint of heart. You have to really love to what you do. That's why I'm the dark skin activist. That's why I can lay claim to everything I've done. So make sure you go and make a donation. Now I'm going to tell you guys where you can go and make donations to my platforms. You can go to my Cash App and you just put a $ in front of it and then the word Rashidalala. Rashidalala, RASHIDALALA. And or you can go to my GoFundMe, and I want to thank the people that have already donated. I received a $25 donation. That was my first donation since announcing that I am in dire need of raising funds to lock in this venue. You can also go to my PayPal, which is icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. So again, you can hit my Cash App, $ Rashidalala, and you'll see my picture on Cash App. You can hit my GoFundMe, Google Rashida Strober GoFundMe, or you can hit my PayPal, which is icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. And I do have levels to you are giving. So for example, if you give $100 or more, you will get a free ticket either online for the pay-per-view live stream, or you'll get a ticket in person if you are in Atlanta. And I can't remember all the levels, but I did send out some emails letting people know that I need these funds. And hold on one second, y'all. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I got some people calling me. I don't know who this is on my phone, but I can't take no calls right now. So Randy SoCal is a person that has been trolling me for years. And I accept it because it's all a part of the territory. I'm not here to complain about it. Understand where I'm coming from, guys. I'm not here to whine and complain. I'm here to address what people say, my critics, because when you are putting your information out, your ideas out, you are going to have critics. And, I brought dark skin activism to the internet, the first platform for colorism, darkism. And I brought it in 2009. It became more popular after Tommy Sotomayor brought me onto his show in 2014. And then in 2015, it went viral to millions of people around the world. And people began mocking me. And now you see everybody talk about colorism, they copying me. They watch my video. They watch Charlemagne and the Breakfast Club make me Donkey of the Day. They flock to my channel and they begin plagiarizing. And that is why you see people talking about colorism. And they never give credit. They just take and steal. That's the story of the dark skin activist that has been going on with me. I'm being transparent, letting y'all know what it is. And Randy SoCal he's not a plagiarizer. I'm not calling him a plagiarizer, but he is a part of the category of people that mock me. And he has made several videos about me over the past years, saying things that are not true. It is slander, because when you don't tell the truth, it's slander. And recently he just made another video, and I can't keep up with the number of videos that this man has made. And I have said to Randy SoCal so many times, I said, listen, Randy, you can debate me. You can call it a debate, a discussion, whatever you want. I've always been open to people. Instead of you sitting back, making all these videos, telling lies on me, not being honest, why don't you look me in my eye, have a sit down, and whatever issue you have with me, whatever questions you have of me, ask me to my face. That's it. And I'm a very honest person. I'm going to tell you exactly what it is. I'm going to clear up and address everything in a truthful, honest manner. And I have told this man time and time, but what he chooses to do, and I can't control what people do, he chooses to continue to come onto my lives. He continues to make videos that are slanderous. So I saw a recent video. You call me a race hustler. Let's address that.
In 2 miles,
you call me a race hustler because I'm raising money to my plays. So let me get this right. Anyone that asks people to raise money, to help them raise money to complete a project like a movie, a doc, because I'm in the performing arts field. So any producer, writer, actor that asks a person, they say, hey, I'm trying to produce a show, a play, a movie, and they ask for money to help them produce their show, that's a race hustler. I'm trying to get this straight with you, Randy SoCal. And mind you, let's not forget a person that has actually produced shows, not a person that has taken money or accepted money and not produced shows. I got people on here watching me right now that done seen A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge. You even said in your video about me recently, you saw clips of A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge. So that tells you that I produce. So the definition of a hustler, because I know you're trying to say this in a negative tone. What you're basically trying to say is Rashida is taking money from people and not giving a product in return. And that's a fucking lie. That's slander. Because when I raise money to produce my show, the shows get produced. So that's lie number one. And let me also say this right here. Let's look at the word hustler. A hustler, to me, can be used in a negative sense or it could be used in a positive sense. A hustler, people talk about people that hustle drugs. That's negative because you're destroying your community. I don't do that. A hustler can also be used in the sense of a person that goes out and does positive things regarding if they're trying to start a business, a legitimate business, or if they're trying to, it could even be going to school. Whatever it is that you want to do that's positive in life and that's not hurting anybody, and you get out there and you're a go-getter and you get out there and you handle your business, that to me is a definition of somebody that's doing something positive regarding hustling. So I'm not going to sit here and turn the word hustling into something negative when there are so many positives that I have personally seen people do that have not hurt anyone, that have not taken from anyone. They have been honest and they have done what they needed to do in a positive, moral, and ethical way. But what you're trying to do is paint me as someone that is doing something unethical, and you're lying. All these years I've been on social media, y'all ain't never heard one time where somebody bought a ticket and didn't get to see the show. Come on now. And I want y'all to comment about this. Not one time has anybody came online and said, I bought a book from Rashida Strober and I didn't get my book. Because we talking about, he's trying to paint me as a hustler in a negative tone. And we're addressing this. I'm to address mine. Apparently you're not man enough to look me in the eye and address it. And that's why I'm making this live, because I'm addressing it head on. Not one time in all these years, I find it ironic. I hope I'm going the right way, y'all. 71, exit 71. I find it ironic that not one time in all the years that I have been on social media, nobody has ever said, I bought a ticket from Rashida Strober, I bought a book from Rashida Strober, and I didn't receive my product. Nobody. And we all free to make videos. We on YouTube. We can put anybody on blast now. Come on now. If I was hustling people in a negative sense that you're trying to paint me in, if I was taking from people, let me tell you something. These people will put you on blast on social media. And I ain't never had that problem. Every time I send somebody a book and it comes from Rashida Strober, I go to the post office or to FedEx and I keep the receipts. So, and that's another thing. Rashida Strober, because I'm dark skinned and I'm a so-called low on the totem pole, I'm not supposed to write books like regular authors do. People like Steve Harvey, he wrote a book. These famous people that got more money than me, they wrote books. I can't write books and charge people for it. That's what he's calling race hustling. See, I can't do that. But you got these authors, white authors, these famous black people that are allowed to write books and put their books on Amazon or sell it wherever they sell it, and they can charge. But because Rashida Strober, the dark-skinned activist, writes books about dark skin, black women can steal from me and plagiarize my work. But I can't write my books and put it on my website and sell it, or sell it at my shows, or sell it on Amazon. I'm a race hustler for doing that. It just doesn't make no sense, y'all. I can't do what Tyler Perry does, for example. Tyler Perry has written his plays, produces his plays, and he charges people ticket prices to come in and watch his play. But because I'm Rashida Strober, the dark-skinned activist, I can't write my play, A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge, produce it, charge for it. I have to let people see it for free and continue to exploit me. Randy SoCal, your logic is not logic. You make no sense at all. You make no sense. Because what you need to do is go tell Tyler Perry, and he will laugh in your fucking face, that he's a race hustler for writing and producing plays and selling tickets. And he's going to look at you like this dude is out of his mind. Because what me and Tyler Perry is doing is the same exact thing. The only difference is Tyler Perry got way more money than me, and he doesn't have to come on and ask the people to help fund his shows. He don't have to do that. Thank God. And I'm happy for Tyler Perry. I ain't even mad because I know the struggle. But according to your logic, because I produced plays and I lived in Los Angeles and I did my plays out there, you know, I thought that playwrights were free to go wherever they wanted and promote their shows. But Rashida Strober, I can't do it because that makes me a race hustler. Name some other playwrights out there. Jacarius, I think that's their name. It's some other playwrights out there in Los Angeles as well. So that, you mean to tell me they're race hustlers if they charge people to come see their shows? So not only do I have to allow Black women to come online, come onto my channel, rip off my ideas and plagiarize me, but I can't charge people to come see a show that I work so hard. I put the blood, sweat, and tears to produce. I can't do that. That makes you make no sense. You make no sense. You're actually slandering me. Because, like I said, prove to me, show me a person on social media that has said, I purchased a ticket from Rashida Strober for her play and I didn't see the play. I bought a book from Rashida Strober. Do y'all know how much free work I've done for Black people? Do you understand how much free things I have done? Black people have actually exploited me. It is the other way around. Do you know how many times in the community I have done my show for free? Where I had to get on stage and play 5 characters, and that takes a lot of physical work, and I've done it for free. Do you know how many free Darkism talks I've done? Do you know how many free speaking engagements I've done in the public school system? But I'm the race hustler. I think I'm being hustled by Black people. Do you know how many Black women have came onto YouTube, onto my channel, and ripped off and stolen and plagiarized my original work? It sounds to me like Rashida Strober is the one that's being ripped off, hustled, stolen from, plagiarized from her own people. You're not making sense. And again, what you need to do is prove what you're saying to be true. Prove it. Go find some people in a truthful manner that can say, I didn't get a book that I bought from Rashida Strober. And you damn sure can't do that with Amazon, because Amazon tracks all of my book sales. Every last one of them. I track the book sales that I do personally because I keep the receipts. Please show me. Because that's an example of hustling in a negative way. Show it to me, Randy SoCal. Because right now, you are a liar and a hater and you're jealous. Maybe you are an artist and you want to do what I'm doing, but maybe you don't have the discipline to keep pushing forth. And this shit is hard. It's not easy. But I continue to push forth and produce my shows. I don't care you saying, oh, you went to California and you failed. I don't care. That don't bother me. I'm going to keep pushing forth. You can say whatever you want. I don't care what area of the world I'm in. I will continue until the day I die to produce my dark skin shows. No one's going to ever stop me from doing that. Not anybody, not the plagiarizing Black women on YouTube that's stealing. You won't stop me. Randy SoCal, you and your vicious lies and slander, you're not going to stop me. I'm going to continue to produce. It's going to happen. And it's nothing you could do about it, but come onto YouTube and be angry and make vicious, jealous, slanderous videos. Because that's what you're doing. And what I find is that people that will sit back and watch you, they want to do what you do. And instead of them getting out there and taking them hits, because I take a lot of hits. I've taken a lot of hits. I've taken a lot of, it's hard. It's hard to be a producer with little to no money. It's very difficult. This is not for the faint of heart. But if you love doing it, if you care about doing it, then you get up and you keep making a way. You keep making a way. I'm going to keep asking for money and I'm going to get to $1 million. You're not going to stop what I do. Because I've been a dark skin activist before social media existed. I'm the reason people talk about colorism. I've been doing it before anybody ever thought to do it online. I brought it online. You think for 1 minute that I'm going to stop? It's not going to happen. This is what I do. This is my lane. I own it. And I'm willing to take whatever comes along with it. I done took all these hits, including plagiarizing, including mocking, including death threats, including people like you slandering my name, and I'm still here. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. And so he talked about, he said, I lost my following. A lot of people used to follow me 3, 4, 5 years ago, and I lost my following. Well, let me address that. Well, that came as a result. See, that's the thing. You don't have your facts straight. You said that people stopped following me because, quote unquote, I have a mental illness. Where's the proof of that? The real reason that there has been a decline in my views, and I've addressed this so many times, but people ignore it, is because after I found out that I was being plagiarized and ripped off by Black women on YouTube, coming to my channel, stealing content, plagiarizing me, I took my videos down. YouTube does not like when you take content down. So they penalized me by taking away views. That is why my views have gone down. It is all in the analytics of YouTube. Let's be clear. And I don't have multiple channels like some people do. So my channel took a hit, and that is directly the fault of Black women plagiarizing me. And when I do take some of these people to court, one of the basis of my lawsuit is going to be the loss in revenue, the loss of views that I suffered. Because the reason I took the videos down is because I was being plagiarized by Black women on YouTube. So that's the whole thing. Instead of you getting the facts directly from me, you're making false assumptions. You're saying people stop following me because I'm mentally ill. First of all, you have to prove that I'm mentally ill. Second of all, you would have to prove that the decline in my views was as a result of people not watching me because they felt like I was mentally ill. You have to prove that stuff, Randy. You can't go around throwing around slanderous things and lies about people without proof. And it's funny because throughout all of that, I'm still producing shows. And I think that's why you're mad. I'm still, through all the loss in the views on YouTube, through it all, I'm still going to produce my shows because that's what God put on my heart to do. And you should learn from me that no matter what you go through, and I done been through hell with Black folks on social media, you are still supposed to continue to make moves. You are not supposed to stop. You are not supposed to stop. And that is why you're mad. Because Rashida Strober, the world's first and only dark-skinned activist, the woman responsible for putting colorism online, will not stop. And I think that is the origin of your anger. Because you are angry that I won't stop. I won't stop. I won't quit. And as long as you don't stop and you don't quit, this applies to anything. Anything is possible. Performers, actors, entertainers, whatever you want to call them, have highs and lows in their career. That's how it goes. That's the nature of the beast. But you don't stop. You continue to push forward. And that is what I do best. That's what you can never take away from me. And that's why you're mad. You can copy me. You can mock me. I can have low views. You can call me mentally ill. You can't stop me from producing my plays about dark skin. Nobody can stop that but Rashida and God. And that's the real reason why you pissed off at me. That's the real reason why you slander me, because I'm a determined individual that will not, listen to me carefully, I will not stop. I will not stop. In the face of opposition, I don't stop. I don't quit. You keep forging ahead. That is what you do. You keep pushing ahead. And the forging ahead is the production of the Dark Skin Activist Tour, featuring my dark skin shows and my darkism talks. I will not stop, Randy SoCal, and you should stop either. Instead of hating on me, what you should do is learn from me, like a lot of the plagiarizers have done. They've learned from me. They plagiarize me, yeah, but they're also learning from me at the same time. Apparently you do music. Okay, focus on doing some shows or whatever it is that you do. And the thing is, I have been able to battle these haters online and still produce my shows. Some people would just say, you know what, people stealing from me and plagiarizing me, I'm going to stop. Never that, boo. That's never going to happen. You want that to happen. You want to break me. I'm unbreakable. You can't break me down. And it's just a mentality that I developed from growing up poor and having to pull myself out of poverty, pull myself out of homelessness, going from homelessness to a master's degree. You ain't gonna break a person like that. You got to understand the mentality of Rashida Strober, who you're dealing with. You got to understand that. And that's the part that you don't understand about me.
In a quarter mile, turn left on
and it bothers you. You're bothered by it. You're highly triggered and bothered by my tenacity, by my work ethic. You're bothered by it because to you, I'm supposed to just bow down. I'm supposed to not produce my plays. I'm supposed to throw in the towel. That's what you do. That's not what Rashida Strober, the dark-skinned activist, does. So you're bothered by that. You're triggered by that. A lot of people are triggered by me. They're bothered by me because they want me to shut up. They want me to be quiet. But honey, I'm going to be an old lady doing dark-skinned activism. I'm going to be an old lady doing my plays. It's not going to stop. You're bothered by that. They love to come on my channel and watch me talk and watch me talk about dark-skinned activism because they're triggered and they're fans at the same time. I get it. You are triggered by me. You have a love-hate relationship with Rashida because you can't understand how could this woman still continue to talk about producing plays in the face. She ain't got no money. She broke. How? You're triggered. It's simple. It's called don't give up. Keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Keep pushing forward. Keep moving forward. That's all it is to it. It's a mentality. And honestly, I think you got to be born with it. I was just born that way, boo. I was just born determined. I was just born with that fire. I got that motherfucking fire that I know you wish you had. I can't teach it to you. God got to get it to you. Understand? I'm going to keep producing my plays, Randy SoCal. Talk about me all day. Call me broke. Call me a race hustler. I don't care. I'm going to produce the Dark Skin Activist Tour. Understand? You could call me mentally ill. He all up on my chat right now. This guy, I think it's something wrong with you. Because you are so triggered and bothered by a woman. I'm just out here trying to raise money to produce my plays. What's the problem? People get angry at you for pursuing and going after what God put you on earth to do. People get angry. I would never get angry at somebody. I don't care. In fact, I'd probably help you. Only problem I have, I don't like people copying me. That's my only thing. Don't fucking copy me. Be original. Don't plagiarize my work. But I've never been a hater. I've never been a person that to sit back and look at somebody and go, oh, they doing this. Let me find a way to hate on them. I don't do that. But that's you, Randy SoCal. And that's the real reason you're angry because Rashida Strober continues. Even like you said, you claim I got low views. People I done fell off. Let me tell you something, boo. There's billions of people on earth. And as long as a person is breathing, there's always hope. And you are supposed to keep getting up, dusting that thing off, and keep moving on. I could show you how to do that. I could show you how to do that. I'm a living example of get up, dust it off, and keep going. That's why you're mad. That's why you're angry. That's why you're angry. That's what it is. A very weak person. You are a very weak-minded person. Let me just go to some of the comments here. Good morning, everybody that's watching. I appreciate everybody that's watching. RBR Network says to Lisa Jones, I think he's white. Randy is pushing the myth of white supremacy. They think if they allow real brothers and sisters to speak, they won't be able to breed us out of existence. And I will tell you that Randy SoCal, he not white. He's actually black. I've seen his face on some of his videos. RBR Network, shout out to you. Melanin Love says, if someone trolling for years, then they have a mental illness. Most trolls eventually go away. People online really are crazy, a lot of them. This is why I block trolls. You should also, you're right. And that's one thing about me, y'all. I never troll nobody. I don't troll nobody. These people come on my videos. I do not troll people at all. I just don't care to do that. That's a very good point that you raised. You know, if you sit up here, you first of all, you're a fan. If you trolling somebody for years, you are a fan. You are a fan. Randy SoCal is really a secret fan. He's really a fan. Let's see. I'm trying to read the chat. Bonnie Jones says, keep speaking. Rashida Strober, you're doing an awesome, amazing job. Love you too. Love you back. And I thank you very much for that. And I'm never going to stop. Melanin Love says, has he ever showed his face? Yes, he has showed his face before in his videos. Let's see. Thank y'all for the comments. Thank y'all for the support. Randy SoCal, thank you, Bunny Jones. You said you have a right to protect what you created. I agree with you 100%. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Ramon Bunton, shout out to you, says he sounds like one of the Harriet Tubman's ex-husbands. LOL. We see what happened to them. Exactly. Exactly. And I think Randy SoCal, I think the guy does music. Like, why don't you focus on your music? Why don't you focus on your music and getting your music out there? Because by you talking about me and calling me broke, calling me crazy, that's not gonna, all that's gonna do is add fuel to my fire to keep finding a way. That's gonna do. That's all that's gonna do. It's not gonna stop me. I'm not a weak individual. You're not dealing with a weak person. Weak people fold and fall and crumble to the ground. Baby, all I know how to do is fight back. That's all I know how to do. You're dealing with a mental fighter. That is what I do. So you are wasting your time, because no matter what the outcome of my shows, how it goes down, you need to understand I'm going to keep producing my Dark Skin Activist Tour until the day I leave this earth. I know that angers you and enrages you, but that is what I'm going to do. And you're very jealous of me. You're very envy-hearted, and you shouldn't waste your time doing that. You should put time into your music career. Right now, I'm trying to help you. Okay, I done said what I had to say about you, but right now I'm trying to help you. Focus on your music career. Focus on, I don't know how you would go about doing that. I'm not in that industry. I produce my plays. I continuously focus on ways to produce my shows and get it to a larger audience. And I would highly recommend that you put some energy and time and effort into doing that too, because I'm never going to stop, baby. I'm never going to stop. No matter what people say about me, I'm not going to stop. You should understand that. Like, it's not, you cannot break me. I am fucking literally unbreakable. I'm unbreakable. Okay? All right. Also, I want to say to you, Randy SoCal, I'm going to say to you again, this is probably about the 50 million time I done said to this person. I will debate you, discuss with you live and in person. I'm saying it to you again. You see my eyes. I'm on camera saying this. All you need to do is contact me. darkskinisbeautifulcampaign@gmail.com. I'll set it up. We'll set it up. I'm asking everyone to go ahead and make a donation to help me produce my play. Right now, I am in need of about $1,000 for the venue alone, to book the venue alone. I just left Atlanta on yesterday. Looking at two venues, Studio X and another venue, and they average around $1,000. And to lock the venue in, I need to at least give them half. So please go and make a donation. Now, there are other production costs that come along with it, such as I have to pay for the expenses to do the pay-per-view live stream. I have to pay for the marketing expenses. I have to pay for the travel expenses. There are expenses that come along with it. But right now, my most important goal is to lock that venue in. So I'm asking everybody that's watching to please go and make a donation. I have levels to the donations, and I have not sent out emails to everybody because I just haven't had a chance to do it. I just got back. But I'm asking everyone to make sure y'all go and make a donation. That is the most important thing right now. You can go to my PayPal, which is icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. You can go to my GoFundMe, which is just Google Rashida Strober GoFundMe, or you can go to my Cash App, $rashidalala. And if you give $100 or more, at least $100, you will get a ticket, whether it be in Atlanta. If you live in Atlanta, you can come, or if you buy it through pay-per-view live stream. That's one of the things you'll get, and of course an acknowledgement at the play. So, and there's other levels I have too. I just can't remember all of them because I have it written down. And but anyway, I want you guys to please make sure you go and make a donation. That is the most important thing. I'm fundraising to book this venue, to lock this venue in for the Dark Skin Activist Show. That is the most important part of this, to get the venue. And again, I am in need of a total of $1,000, and then I have to give them at least half to lock the venue in. So make sure you go and donate. I wish that I can put the donation platforms here, but for some reason, I don't know how to do this when I'm on my phone. It is the most weirdest thing ever, y'all. Let me see if I could chat. Dang, I don't know how to do. I do not know how to do it when I'm on my phone. So, but yeah, once again, just to repeat, the donation platforms are Cash App. You put a $sign and then the word Rashidalala, and you can go to my PayPal, which is icecreamladydream@yahoo.com, or you can go to my GoFundMe by Googling Rashida Strober GoFundMe. Okay, and I want to thank everybody for taking the time to watch and listen to what I have to say. Maybe one day Randy SoCal will wake up and maybe we will do a live debate and we can really act like mature adults and really get into this and really discuss this, because this man has been coming at me for years and I don't know what else to do but to let him know, listen, like I've let all my haters know, I'm always open and ready for a debate. And it's on you to accept that challenge. It's on you to be serious, to be an adult, to be mature enough to say, okay, she's opening up her arms, she's opening up her doors, I'm gonna walk through and have a sit down, because you're the one that's coming at me. I'm not coming at you. These people are coming at me. They've been coming for me for years. So when I extend myself to you, their onus is on you from here. That's all I can do. It is Rashida Strober, the world's first and only dark skin activist, the creator, the inventor, the designer, the architect of the first platform in history for dark skin. The first platform in history. And I want to thank everybody for taking the time to watch. And again, once again, I cannot reiterate enough to those of you that support my work. Please go make a donation today to one of my platforms so that I can lock in this venue. All I need is to lock in the venue. And again, the total cost of the venue is $1,000, and I need to give them at least half so that I can go ahead and lock in the date. The tentative date of the show is June 27th, and that's on a Saturday. So make sure y'all lock that in. It's going to be in Atlanta. If you are in Atlanta, you can come out. If you are not in Atlanta, I do plan on doing a pay-per-view live stream. And of course, as soon as I lock in the venue, I will let you guys know where you can go and get your tickets. I will not be setting up ticketing or any of that because it doesn't make sense until I lock in the venue. That's why I'm saying, supporters, come out, go make a donation to my GoFundMe, to my PayPal, or to my Cash App and make this happen. And I want to thank y'all for watching. I got to get out of here, and y'all have a wonderful day. The world's first and only dark skin activist.